Good morning, dear children. So, hope you have enjoyed watching the video that was sent by me yesterday, both the explanation and also I've sent the animated version of the lesson called Pippi Longstocking. So, of course, this lesson number 2, Pip meets a convict. This lesson also have an animated version. So first let me explain this lesson. After that I will surely send you the link so that you can watch the animated version of Pip meets a convict so that you can understand it much better. So let us start with the lesson number 2, Pip meets a convict, written by Charles Dickens. Children, Charles Dickens is a very famous author, and this story is taken from his novel called Great Expectations. So this is a small story taken from that novel. So before starting, let me give you a short summary about this story, that what it is actually. So it's a story taken from the Great Expectations, written by Charles Dickens. And in this story, Charles Dickens tells us about a young boy named Pip. So Pip, isn't it a very unusual name? Okay, so from where this name came out, I will explain it further. So for time being, let us go through the summary. So it is about a young boy who grows up and learns many valuable life lessons about himself and others. So children, Pip is a young boy. He's an orphan. Orphan means a person who don't have mother and father, person who don't have his or her parents, who has lost his or her parents, so they are named as orphan. Okay, so he's an orphan and he lives with his sister and brother-in-law. His brother-in-law is a blacksmith. Okay, so this Pip misses his parents. So one day he visits his parents' grave, and as Pip visits his parents' graves, that is, he went to the graveyard and he usually visited his parents' grave. So one day what happened, he had a terrifying meeting with a convict. Children, convict means prisoners, the one who had committed some sort of crime. Either they might have stolen something or they might have murdered somebody, so they are known as convict. Okay, so one day when this Pip went to meet his parents at the graveyard, that is, he went to visit his parents' grave, he met a terrifying person, a convict named Magwitch. The name is not given in this lesson, but just for your understanding, I'm telling you, he met a convict. Pip helps the convict, but he's eventually recaptured and taken back to prison. Pip continues his simple existence as a poor but honest boy. So this Pip was a very honest boy, though he was poor. So now let's go through the lesson. Now here, my father's family name is Pip. So here the narrator himself is Pip. Okay, so he explains that his father's family name, that is his ancestral name, from his ancestors, who were his ancestors' name is Pirip. Okay, so his father's family name is Pirip and my first name Philip. So his first name was Philip, but as a child I couldn't say either, so I called myself Pip, and then so did everyone else. Okay, so as I have mentioned earlier, that from where this name came, Pip. So here he tells us that his ancestors, that is his father's family name is Pirip and his first name is Philip. But when this Pip was a small child, he was not able to pronunciate it properly. That is, he used to stammer sometime. Okay, like you must have seen many children, many small children. Sometimes they stammer some words, and it is not the actual word comes out from their mouth. It is very different. So same way, neither Pip was able to pronunciate Pirip, nor was he able to pronunciate Philip. So Pirip Philip short form became Pip. So he himself, this Pip called himself Pip, and others also started calling him with the same name. So from here starts that the name came out from. So I say that my name is Pirip because that's what is written on my father's tombstone, and it is what my sister told me. My sister is married to the blacksmith. So this Pip explains us that he himself say that his name is Pirip because that is what is written in his father's tombstone. What is this tombstone? Do you know? It is a large stone standing or laid over a grave. Okay, grave means the graveyards where this dead bodies are buried. So once the dead bodies are buried, it is covered with the stone, and further the names are written about whose it is. So same way, the grave of Pip's father, on the top of the tombstone means a large stone, a large flat stone or marble. It is on the grave of the person who is dead. So on that stone, the name of the dead person is written, name, family name, everything is written. So this is what this Pip is talking about, that his father's on his father's tombstone it is written as Pirip, and his sister only told him the same thing, that uh, it is his father's family name, and so and so. So my sister is married to the blacksmith. Now this Pip's sister is married to whom? She is married to a blacksmith. Blacksmith is the one who works on iron, the one who works on iron with hands and makes something or the other. So they are called blacksmith and goldsmith are different. Goldsmith works on the gold, okay, and blacksmith works in the work of iron things. So we lived in a marshy area down by the river, a few miles from the sea. One day I stood in the churchyard and looked over my parents' tombstone at the dark flat wilderness beyond the churchyard.